Alright, listen up guys, because if you want to laser people in Black Ops 4, I got you covered with these 3 awesome class setups. Today we're going to go over the ICR-7, the Maddox, and one of them that you guys are going to actually be surprised with is the Spitfire, and we're going to have literally 0 recoil on this thing whatsoever. This gun is absolutely insane with the class setup I'm going to give you guys. That's going to be the #1 spot. And yes, now quickly before we get into the video guys, like I said, always you don't want to get a spider bite. You don't want spiders in your bed, so make sure to like this video, or unfortunately tonight you will have about 50 spiders in your bed. I'm sorry, it's how it is guys. And let me know down in the comments your favorite class setup in the entire game. What's the class that you guys go to absolutely melt and drop the heck out of people? What's the class that you guys are the best with? And let's get straight into this video guys. So what is up guys, my name is Nick and welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. As mentioned, we're going to be doing the 3 best class setups for lasering people. Pretty much aimbot if you guys have decent accuracy in the game. Like, you don't even need to be that good in order to actually drop people with these classes. So I have one gun that we're going to use for long range. I have another one that we're going to use for medium and close range and even long range. And then the last one, which is going to be used for close to medium range, is the Spitfire. The Maddox obviously is the medium range, and the ICR is the long range. I'm giving you guys a class for every single range, and these are the types of classes that you guys need to have in your loadout at all times. Let's say you're playing any type of game mode, you're playing domination, TDM, you get a map that is super big, throw on the ICR. You get a map that's medium, throw on the Maddox, and if you get a small map like Nuketown or something, go ahead and use the Spitfire. These are classes that I have all the time set up for whatever map I'm going to get on, and there's a lot of people who don't set up their classes this way, but you should always have certain classes for certain maps. So let's get into these. The first one we're going to talk about is the ICR-7. Now we don't even need to put anything on this gun and it's already going to be a laser, which is really good. Now the thing is, this gun isn't too strong, so that kind of sucks for it, but throwing on attachments does help it out a lot. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And now for the class on the ICR-7, you guys could throw any gear you want. I kind of recommend the ComSec device if you guys like that kind of stuff, if you like getting your score streaks for lower points and stuff, especially if you're playing TDM or kill confirmed. That's when that really comes in handy, the ComSec device. But if you're playing like domination where you could cap points and get extra points for killing people who are capping, go ahead and throw on stim shot or something like that. Now for this class, we're going to go ahead and throw on scavenger and dead silence. And then for the attachments, grip 1 and 2, which is super helpful on a gun like the ICR. It's already a laser, and when you put grip 1 and 2, I'm telling you guys, it has no recoil whatsoever. You could get people off head glitches, you could shoot people at super long range without tap firing, meaning all your bullets are coming out as fast as possible. And then long barrel for another attachment, so you could even get those longer shots with less bullets. And quick draw, because this gun does aim kind of slow, it's one of the heavier assault rifles. You want to have quick draw up and ready to make sure that you guys can shoot at these people as fast as you possibly can. And the thing is, I really wish I had Gung Ho on this class. You could switch out scavenger for Gung Ho and it will be actually really good, but at the same time I don't feel like using crash all the time in replacement of scavenger. So go ahead and throw on Gung Ho if you guys like that kind of stuff, and that way after you're sprinting and stuff, you could shoot your weapon pretty fast as well. Now I did mention the ICR is for long range, but you could also use this at close and medium and all that kind of stuff, so it's absolutely amazing. But let's go on to one of my favorite guns, and that's the Maddox. You guys need this on every single loadout. Like, anytime you get into a map, you gotta have the Maddox ready, not just because it's good, but because it's one of those guns, at least for me, that I could always fall back on. So let's say I'm playing Black Ops 4 and I'm using the SOG or something, and I'm doing pretty damn bad with it. All I gotta do is pick up the Maddox and I'll go off on people. Like, the Maddox is one of those weapons that no matter how bad you're doing in the game, you start using that one and it's gonna be really damn good. So this one as well, you could throw on any gear, but if I were to actually recommend one, it would be stim shots, because the Maddox is one of those classes where you could rush up close, you could rush at medium range and all that kind of fun stuff. Now here's where this class gets interesting. We're gonna go into the perks, and then we're going to go into one attachment that's going to make it an absolute laser. It's insane. So for the perks, you guys want to run scavenger. We're going to have Gung Ho on this one. Luckily, Gung Ho really does help out a ton, so it's really good to have on this class since you're going to be running a load. You guys are going to be running practically the whole entire game, so definitely have Gung Ho set up on this one. And then you're going to go ahead and throw on dead silence, which is really needed so you guys aren't hurt around the map. I say the only time dead silence isn't really needed is when you're actually going and using something like a light machine gun or something that you're not moving around the map like crazy. So what we're going to do with this one for the attachments, we're going to throw on Elo Sight, and then we're going to have Quick Draw 1 and 2 and Stock. Now, if you're one of these players that could play without Elo Sight, here's what I really recommend. Here's where the class gets super interesting. If you could play without Elo Sight, go ahead and throw on the dual zoom sight. It does kind of ruin your distance and stuff like that. You can't really see all the enemies who are close to you, and if you're aiming in, you really lose a lot of your screen. But the thing with the dual zoom sight, and I forgot about this, it's been in the game forever, but I definitely forgot about this, you have like barely any recoil once you're using this. So go ahead, throw on the dual zoom, and you're gonna see tremendous changes when using the Maddox. It's gonna feel like you're gonna feel like a hacker. You're gonna feel like you're literally using aimbot on these people. So go ahead, guys, trust me, throw on that dual zoom. It is 100% recommended. And now we're gonna move on to the Spitfire. This is my favorite class. I was playing Domination on Nuketown. I was using the regular Maddox with Elo Sight, and you guys can see on screen right here, I just saw a weapon on the ground, and I don't know why. I usually don't pick up a weapon on the ground, especially if I have Scavenger. I like to stick to the same weapon, but I picked it up, and this weapon had the dual zoom sight, and once I picked it up, I remembered how good this sight was. I literally forgot how bad it was, like most of you probably did. So I realized I could use this, dude. I could go ahead and use the dual zoom, and I'll drop people like crazy. So I pick it up, and just look at these kills I'm getting, man. This gun has like zero recoil whatsoever. So let's get into the class. For the first thing we're going to do is stim shot. 100% stim shot. I don't recommend any other thing, any other gear on this class right here. Then we're going to have Scavenger, Gung Ho, and Dead Silence. I love when I could run those three together. It really makes me feel like I'm just really, I don't know, I'm more confident when I have those three. I can't explain it. And then for the attachments, like I said, dual zoom sight, extended mags, stock, and quick draw. Stock, so when you're aiming down sights, you can move faster, especially with this sight. You kind of want to have that on. Extended mags, because the Spitfire shoots like a disaster. It just spits the bullets out. That's why it's called the Spitfire. And then quick draw, because you're using a big sight like this, you want to be able to aim down pretty fast. And trust me, guys, you are going to be lasering the heck out of people with a class like this. It is absolutely insane. Go ahead and use it. You're going to love it. And that is it for the top 3 classes that I want to give you guys. These are literally aimbot laser classes. Like, if I could actually classify classes as good, bad, or laser aimbot, this is definitely laser aimbot. Like, these are probably the most, or my favorite classes, probably the most overpowered, I would say, but they're definitely my favorite classes in the entire game. So if you guys did enjoy this, make sure to leave a like on this video. I really do appreciate that. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite class is. What is the gun that you do the best with in the game? Make sure to subscribe with those notifications turned on. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Nick, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.